Hello, welcome to another breakdown of a line attack play. This one is called a ninja from a reverse quickie. There it is there. Some may call this a trail from a reverse quickie, but either way, it looks like a very simple play, and to be honest, it kind of is in the fact that it involves only two people. It's a very low risk play, so you can do this play probably on the first touch. But it does involve a little bit of a setup, and there is a bit of thinking that goes towards it. Now, if you watch the first video when we talk about reverse quickies, we need to make sure that we're only doing this when the middles are really tight. That way, when the first middle pulls a corner, we know that this person is tight because he's protecting between the two middles. Okay, so you need to identify that the middles are tight first. And it's a basic reverse quickie here. You can see the toucher here pulling corner. And because this player here is tight, when the player splits, he now has to turn and chase. Okay, because the splitting player already has a head start, so he actually has to turn and get on his bike and chase really hard. So we have the player pulling corner, that's phase one. Second phase is now this defender is running this way. So you can see, look, defender one middle is going this way because that's what we do, we pull corner. And this defender is going this way because he has to chase his man. And you can see that opening up the middle, they're basically, it's like parting the Red Sea, or in this case the Purple Sea because of the Hornets. And with the dummy half trailing, he just trails straight into that hole. We have a look at another example. Mets and Scorps. So this one looks like an ML shape. So this guy's running a line, if this is going to be an ML where you wrap around, we've got a video on that, it's called ML 33PL versus Splitter. But in this case, they've tried to trick the Scorps, and he's split hard, as you do for an ML, but he receives the ball back for a reverse quickie. This player's pulled corner, and you can see his eyes are on the ML runner, which is the dummy runner. So he pulls corner. The second middle with the hat on starts chasing. And he probably could have ran a little bit more lateral and a little bit further into the line to try and extend that gap. But nonetheless, this player here has done a good job. Excuse me, I've just had pizza. He's just done a good job of catching and getting that ball down really quickly. But when we go back to the start of it, you can see how there's always forward momentum going. Everyone's moving forward. And the ball no one actually stopped and ran sideways. And that's what makes a good quickie or reverse quickie. When the ball is always progressing towards the line, it just cuts down the time that the defense have to react. So the third one we're going to look at is, it's the same setup, but this is what we do if this middle here, okay, you've just run a ninja play, or a trail, whatever, and you know now that they're going to be switched on, they're going to be turning in, because in the 8th edition rules, once you see something like that, you are allowed to turn. Okay, the old rules, you had to go all the way to the line at the same angle, but now you're allowed to turn just to be able to stop these tries, otherwise they'd be pretty much impossible to stop. Okay, now the defender's turned. Okay, so you can just sort of see what he's doing already, but he's turned and he's still offside, but now he's covering the inside channel, and the Pineapples player here is just going to bounce out. And there it is, the bounce out. Now this player here is still offside. So even if he probably makes that touch, they call a play on. But that's the little bounce, and it's a try there. So from where I'm from, it doesn't always have to be called this, but we call it the in a boy and an out a girl. But you can call it whatever you want, really, as long as you know what you're doing. Reverse quickie, trail, shark shut down the trail, and then he bounces out. We'll go back to the first clip, and I want to show you the reason why we only do this with tight middles. So let's say that this other middle, the saving middle, is probably on the other side of the referee. Let's say he's standing here. Instead of now having to chase over with the person performing the quickie, he would be moving forward off the line. And when you're moving forward off the line, it gives you the option to defend this way and this way. Which means if you throw the inside pass, it's very easy for them to lean in and basically touch both players. Okay, so that's why you only want to do it if there's tight middles. And again, when we're defending this, we always say that this link here, get up and just snipe it as hard as you can. It's very hard to do that, especially because this link's a bit looser, so that's a big distance that you'd have to travel. But you can see the number 7, he's not looking at the link. If you can get tight enough and get off that line and get a good read, especially at elite level, you want to be just flying in and sniping. Again, I've got a video on sniper defense, so check that out. But that is your reverse Quickie Ninja. Very nice play to just organize. And you only need 2 people to do it, 2 people executing. There is other cool things you can do off it. One of them being this player here would then come underneath everyone, and instead of passing to this player, it'd be an out the back pass. That's just one thing that you can do. But there's other variations you can do off it. But that is foundation ninja play. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy running this play. You can even run it at social events. Like I said, you only need 2 people. So yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.